All right, let's go. If you're tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having the focus, tired of just not having the life that you deserve, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. Today we are talking about wrong becoming right. Now, this isn't going out there committing a crime or doing something mischievous or doing anything outside of the box. But what it is about the times that you step outside the norm to do something that society or the people around you, the people in your circle or the people close to you call you crazy, call you unwiley, call you something to the point that you feel like you're doing wrong. But somewhere deep down inside, you know it's the right move. Many times when we break away from the pattern, right? When we get out of the line, when we stop waiting for our turn, everybody calls us crazy. Everybody calls us crazy when we don't go out there and go to college, get the degree, go get the safe job, go and get the house, get the 2.5 kids, get the white picket fence, and do that for many years, grow and rise up into the ranks to the manager, to the VP, to hopefully to the senior VP, right? To look back and say, man, I really missed out on life. Yet you come here because you're looking to live your best life. And when you do that, many times you're stepping outside the box. You're stepping outside and off of the straight line. You're off the road. You're into the woods. You're onto this roller coaster of hills, of mountains that you go up and then get to the top. You see a higher one right over there onto the yonder. So you have to go down into the valley again to proceed through the treacherous woods, through the treacherous storms, to rise again to the next mountain. And while you're doing this, you face difficulties, you face tough times, you face things that are not fun. But somewhere on the other side of it, you know there's the answer you're looking for. But from others' perspective, you're crazy. You're doing something extreme. You're doing something outside the box. You're doing something that no one should choose to do because you're not doing the norm. You're not doing what they taught us in school. To go and to learn how to take tests, to learn how to stand in line, to learn how to follow direction, because you're creating your own direction. You're creating your own path. You know, I had this conversation with a friend over the weekend, and this topic came up, right? Wrongs become right. And you think about that, and so many things that were just thought as wrong now become the norm. Look at Airbnb. Just think about the craziness 30 years ago of someone just saying, you know what, I'm just going to rent out my room, an extra room, to a stranger. Think about Uber. Oh, we're just going to get in random people's cars. A thing we never told us to do. We're going to get in random people's car and just go places, right? You think about all of these creations that for so long were thought of incorrect, were thought of what you shouldn't do. And now have become part of our life, have enriched into just how we create value in life, how we get our time back, how we, explore, how we create experiences, right? But that all started with someone who had the courage to step aside from what everybody else was doing and say, you know what? I know this doesn't look right, but for me, it absolutely feels right. And what that gets back to is trusting upon yourself. And part of the Live 100, the 3 foundational blocks, there's the break block, there's the build block, and there's the magnify block. And part of the build block, one of the principles is being uncomfortably brave. And what this speaks to is that in life, you're going to go down your own path and you're going to face your own challenges and you're going to do things that maybe the path has never been set before. Maybe your friends, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, nobody has gone out there along this path. So here you are down this path. And each and every time you step off the path, right? You step off the road and you step into a lava field. Everybody's going to point the finger at you and say, I told you so. Said, I knew that wouldn't work. Oh man, talk behind your back. Oh, do you see what he's doing now? How crazy. And this principle is that you have to be uncomfortably brave to believe in yourself, to not listen to the naysayers, as Arnold Schwarzenegger said, because there can't be a second option. There can only be the first option. That first option is you choosing you choosing you to live the life you truly desire. Being uncomfortably brave is a very difficult, yet extremely important, extremely paramount decision that you have to make in all the times in your life. Because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested when it feels good, when it feels bad, when the sun is up, when the sun is down, when the clouds are out, when the storms come. When your relationships are going good, when they're not going good, when you feel great, you're going to be tested. And in that time, you have to understand that the wrongs that others see do not have to be wrong to you. The right is what it feels for you to go down the path that's truly going to give you the life you truly desire, a life that you can live, the life that you can look back on and say, I lived that life. I didn't live someone else's journey. I lived my life. And when you go to meet the greater self, the greater, higher good, and when you pass through this life, you're going to look back and say, yes, that life was a life well lived. All right, that's what I have for you today. This is the Live 100 podcast. If you want to go and ask yourself some questions to help you break out of the mold, go over to jasonyarusi.com. There's a free assessment there. And if you can do something for us, if this message was powerful for you, if this message stood out, share it with someone. Share it with someone who needs to see this today, who needs to be uncomfortably brave, who's maybe facing a tough time, who's maybe facing something right now that's giving them hesitation, that's giving them a setback, it's giving them trepidation. Share this podcast with them. That's what you can do for us to help us grow, to help us continue to reach the masses, to help us continue to live 100 today. Let's do this.